What if I told you that you could double your rental income by doing just this one thing? In this video, we're gonna talk all about that. Boys and girls, let us go. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is byeeee and I love to make travel content while focusing on topics like personal development and pursuing our dreams, because that is my favorite thing to talk about. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for the support and always coming back. So having that said, let's get to the reason why I'm making this video. Now this video is actually because I have been on a journey. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you know I have talked about the properties that I managed to acquire, and so I just felt it would be nice to know what I did when I relocated. And also because one of my viewers did ask for this video, so this is to honor her request. So what did I do when I moved out and came to live in China? The thing that I did, and the thing that will double your rental income, is to rent out the place furnished. That is what has managed to double my income. Now, I'm going to tell you what led to this decision. Number one is that I was always inspired by this other place called Room 52. Now, Room 52 is a hotel with a restaurant, and it also has some apartments that are leased out furnished. And ever since I saw those pictures online, I was hooked. I felt this is so pretty, this is so beautiful, and I would love one day to either own this apartment in Room 52 or have my own place furnished. But I think I also had the dream even before I saw Room 52. I remember I visited my friend in Francistown. She had just come from the bank in the city and went to live in Francistown. She was being promoted, I think, something like that. So they had to temporarily get her accommodation in a furnished suite while they were looking for accommodation for her on the long term. So that place, I went there. It's like a hotel. It's like a mini cute little hotel, kitchenette there, little bathroom there, bedroom, really nicely furnished. And I thought, you know, I really want to have something like this. It was situated in a multi-residential area, but just all furnished. And when I found out the rental that was being paid there, I was like, oh, this is something that is calling my name. You understand? I was like, imagine, so the bank is paying for her to stay in that place. And I can just imagine the landlord, the company that is owning that place. So that was an inspiration from that time. I also love the concept of maximizing my property's potential. I knew that if I rent it out empty, of course, it's gonna give me the usual rental. But what if there could be more? What if it could make more? You know? So I knew that if I rent it out furnished, it will definitely, you know, yield more than if I didn't. I also wanted a certain clientele. Listen, somebody who comes into the country for a short time, such as an expatriate, will want a furnished house. If I'm here living in China and I decided to rent out an apartment and not stay in school, I would want a furnished apartment, because I'm not gonna be out there buying furniture, you know, only to leave it 2 years later. Leave it with whom? That would be a waste of money. So I was looking for a certain clientele with certain needs. So another thing, of course, I felt like if I have to lease this place empty, it's going to require me to get rid of the furniture. Either I have to leave it at my parents' house or I have to sell it. If I left it at my parents' house, it was going to be redundant. And also to sell them, I just felt I wasn't really keen on selling a second-hand bed. And of course, because I love unconventional things, the decision to lease out my property furnished just seemed so daring, so risky. I love taking risks. I love doing the unusual. It sets me on fire. All these reasons led me to my decision. How much am I making from this property anyways? This property is a 2-bedroom house with an open kitchen and living room and balcony and bathroom, of course. And if it was unfurnished and empty, it would attract a rental of about 4,500 bula. But drum roll, because it is a furnished, because your homegirl rented it out furnished, she's getting a whole whooping 8,000 per month. Per month, guys, per month. Yeah, I that's how much it is. But of course it has potential to make more, because currently there's no air conditioning, there's not even a television in that house, and yet it's 8,000. So that's really good. Now let's get into the pros and cons. So the pros of this arrangement is that of course it's very lucrative. You can see already that the rental is really good. Let's take the house that I built in the outskirts. If I'm getting 1.5 per month from that house, for me to reach 8,000, I would have to build maybe 4 more houses like that. The other thing is that you learn so much. I'm learning about the laws of property. I'm learning about even what the market demands, because this is also a form of research. I'm getting to know, does this work for me? Because I'm still very new in it. It's been a few months only. Is this something that I can sustain? Is there a constant demand for this kind of arrangement, or do I need to just revert back to unfurnished? Okay, now let's get into the cons. The thing with furnished property is that the clientele may be difficult to find, and so also the clientele may stay for a very short time. Currently, my previous tenant stayed for only 3.5 months. Initially, he had said he wants to stay for 4 months, but now and then he reduced it to 3.5 months. So you can imagine how short that is, and imagine the cost you have to incur to be able to get the apartment ready for the next tenant. Also, you may spend a long time without a tenant. You have longer vacancy periods. Currently, I don't have a tenant, and I'm just waiting, but I'm also not desperate. I'm not worried, because it's the decision that I made, and I knew that it will come with pros and cons, and so I'm waiting it out and just seeing and observing and seeing what will happen. Okay, my card got full. Sorry about that. I can't talk about this without mentioning my parents and how they're so pivotal. Is it pivotal? That's so pivotal. Pivotal, is that the word? Yeah, that's so pivotal in this. They're just wonderful, because whenever I need something, my mom would be like, yeah, I went to pay the electricity there, I went to pay this there, I went to pay the water there, or I went to pay for the waste collection bill there, so then yeah, I'm a responsible daughter, don't worry. Now, having all of that said, I would say that if you want to explore this option of renting out your place furnished, I think it's something worth trying. But of course, always do your research before you make any decision. Contact a consultant, get professional advice, weigh the pros and cons thoughtfully, and yeah, if everything makes sense, then take the action and enjoy and be a millionaire. Well, we've come to the end of the video. I hope that you got some value from it. Please feel free to comment, and also if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so, and tell your friends about it, your family about it, so that we subscribe and grow the channel and reach more people and get people to dream together, share ideas, and act on those dreams that God has placed in our hearts for His glory, for building His kingdom. Okay, all right, until next time, goodbye.